With all the decision-making skills of a horror movie protagonist, you chased after it. Because why not? What's the worst that could happen? Hey guys! Today we are venturing into Peppermint Academy, a new visual novel RPG in the works. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're just gonna go with the name Neptune. So your name's Neptune. Is your name actually Neptune? Yes, my name is Neptune. Okay, so we got some character customization here. I like that. Face. Oh. A lot of stuff to work with here. Like quite a lot of things to work with. We can have long hair, we can have Dragon Ball hair. That's the hair we already have. Oh, so we have to have facial hair? Y'all know how I feel about facial hair in games. I feel like a lot of times if it's not just a texture, like for example, if it's not drawn on or if it's a game and it's not a texture, I'm really weird about it. I really do wish there was a no facial hair option because it doesn't look right with this smile. I'll remove. Okay, that's how we remove it. Okay. Okay, we got the. Oh. So we can remove that. Wow, they thought of quite a bit. Okay, let's choose that. And then the pants. Okay. All looks good. And then the shoe. Probably should be on top of the pants. That's fine. Oh my. Skin color. All right. Could be darker, but that's fine. No, like I said, y'all know how I feel about body hair in games. Okay, different voices. Wait, no. Go back. Oh my gosh, I have to. Let's do all that again. At least now I know. Okay, now we're ready. You wake up to another gray, uninspiring morning. The sky is overcast, fitting, really. It's like the universe is matching your mood out of sheer pity. Your gaze drifts to the picture on the wall. A man stares back at you, frozen in time. Your chest tightens, that dull familiar ache settles in again. You miss him. You miss him more than you let yourself admit. He was your brother, your partner in crime, the one person who truly got you. His name was, we'll just say Saturn. Your eyes linger on the picture, the way he looked, the way he smiled. It's all still so clear, yet impossibly far away. Okay, Saturn. So we get to make our dream boy. Have his favorite color be yellow. No. Yeah, red and yellow. I think the only thing I want to change is his hair. Oh. That's fine. Oh wait, that's my brother. For some reason I'm thinking that's like my Boonsky, but okay. This is me and my brother, okay. In the western desert, a man named Rick is fighting what seems to be small monsters and a man all dressed in wild western outfits. Phone, stop ringing. Mother Nature will protect us. In fights, you can choose up to 4 options, or from 4 options. Attack, which is basic attack. Ability, which is spells using energy. Ability cards. And items. Transform. If the bar is filled, you can transform your character and raise their stats. Try to defeat all the enemies. Don't be afraid to fail. Some fights are not supposed to be won in the first try. Okay. Ooh, nice. I do like that a lot of games are starting to incorporate RPG elements. Mother Nature will protect us. Ability. Bloom. So I wonder, what is this Renpy that's allowing this? Oh my. Is this Renpy that's allowing this RPG type system to happen? If so, this opens up a lot of possibilities. I really like this. Can I hit this? With that, oh no. Rick is pushed to the ground with a loud thud. Vines are coming out of the ground. Look at you, pathetic. Darn you. Okay, well. All you need to know is that that poor man got captured, and we're gonna start from the beginning. Back in your apartment, you are thinking about your brother Saturn, and it drags you right back into that pit of grief like quicksand, except you stopped struggling a long time ago. Ever since the funeral, the outside world has felt irrelevant. You've barely stepped past your own doorstep. Oh, so our brother's dead. Maybe it's time to change that, or maybe you'll just keep marinating in your own misery a little longer. Who knows? You see a magazine on the table with the title, The Great Personality Test. Find out what element you are. Maybe it could be a nice distraction. Do you take the test? It has 24 questions. Sure. What do you like to do on your weekends? Stay in and play games, read books. Like, have y'all seen this channel? If you have to make a decision, what do you rely on more? My knowledge and experience. Do you have the trouble making a decision that might result in conflict with someone else? Yes, I try to avoid conflict. Which fits you most? Quick decision making that I may or may not regret, considering every option and procrastinating. Yes, that. What do you listen more to? I would say my instincts. Which describes you more? Peaceful. Do you consider yourself more adventurous or shy? I would say shy. Which do you relate most to? The moon. In a fight, which is the first thing you like to do? So I'm gonna go by if I'm in like a PvP video game type sense, and that's heal my partners. What's your biggest fear? Let's see, of all these heights, what's your favorite movie or TV genre? Ooh, that's a good one. I would say, based on most of the stuff I like, I really like to have a fantasy or sci-fi vibe. What's your favorite music genre? Of all these, I'll say romantic or pop. I like to just say pop. What's your favorite color? Oh, light blue or pink, light blue or pink. Oh my gosh. Say pink. Which would you most likely order in a restaurant? Hawaiian pizza. Which cake would you choose for your birthday? Rainbow popping candy cake. What would you order to drink? I'll just say orange juice. Are you a morning or a night person? I'm gonna say neither, because depending on how I've spent my day, I could be either or, so I'll say neither. What's your favorite hobby to do or would like to do? Maybe meditating. What is your favorite season? I'll say spring. What's your biggest strength? Stability. What's your biggest weakness? My overthinking, I would say. What's your favorite scent? Cotton candy. What's your least favorite scent? Coffee. What animal would you or do you keep? I'll say a piglet or a wolf. Based on your choices, your primary element is mind and your secondary is terra. Ooh, how fascinating. Here's the result compatibility with others. Linda is most likely be your best friend. Okay, Linda. It might be just your imagination, but this list appeared magically on the magazine. You don't really know who these people are, so you just ignore it for now. This wasn't enough for a distraction. Maybe you should really go out. What will you do? Go to the library. You have officially run out of books at home. Tragic. The only cure? A trip to the library. Time to drown your sorrows in excessive knowledge. As you step inside, the scent of old paper and intellectual superiority fills the air. The shelves tower above you like ancient guardians of wisdom, judging your book choices before you even make them. It's enormous in here. You momentarily consider setting up base camp before tackling your search. Then, tucked away in a quiet corner, like a rare and elusive creature, you spot him. A young man draped in elegance hides behind a book so massive it might double as a weapon. His posture screams, "Do not disturb," but hey, you've never been good at listening to warnings. He looks like he knows his way around the place. Maybe he can recommend something. Let's approach him. You approach cautiously, as if trying not to spook a rare, well-dressed deer. Excuse me? The young man looks up slowly, his cold blue eyes meeting yours briefly before darting away. He lowers his book slightly, revealing a soft, hesitant expression. Yes, can I help you? Dimitri blinks in surprise, clearly not used to being approached. He glances down at the book in his hands, as if gathering his thoughts. Oh, you would like me to recommend you a book? Well, I suppose I can help. But what are you looking for? I'm looking for something exciting. Exciting than maybe The Chronicles of Amara. It's an adventure story with some political intrigue. It's a bit dense, but rewarding. After some searching, you find the recommended book and take it off the shelf. Oh, you'll actually read it? I'm glad I could help. Dimitri sets his book down carefully, his fingers brushing the edges as he avoids making direct eye contact. You start reading the book and sit quietly there, not far from Dimitri. Will you try to make conversation with him? Sure. Well, I spend a lot of time here. When I read a book, I feel like I'm in a world of my own, you see? He's definitely shy, but he seems really passionate about this. Dimitri looks at you, offers a small nod before quietly returning his book. His focus quickly absorbed once again. You leave him to his reading, feeling a bit more at ease with yourself. Or a bit more at ease yourself. Sometime later, you finish reading the first chapter. The book he recommended seems really fun, but it's getting late. If you need more recommendations, I'll be here most afternoons. I don't really go anywhere else. You borrow the book from the library, say goodbye to Dimitri, and leave. The sun is setting, painting the streets in that end of the episode kind of glow. On your way, something tugs at the corner of your vision. A small stuffed plush toy abandoned on the sidewalk. At first glance, it looks harmless. Then it twitches. Wait, did that thing just move? Or has sleep deprivation finally won the war for your sanity? You freeze, staring at it for a long minute. When the plush finally tilts its head, then, as if possessed by a tiny, chaotic spirit, it starts waddling away. Congratulations, either you're hallucinating or this plush toy has somewhere to be. It's apparently in a hurry, too. It's gotta be around here. I gotta hurry or Peppermint will be mad. Yep, that was a voice from the plush. Fantastic. Your life is officially a fever dream now. With all the decision-making skills of a horror movie protagonist, you chased after it. Because why not? What's the worst that could happen? The chase leads you into a quieter, creepier part of town, the kind where streetlights flicker ominously, and you start questioning all your life choices. Finally, you skid to a stop in front of a decrepit old building. The windows are cracked, and the sign above the door is barely legible, like it gave up on life years ago. You squint, the faded letters spell out Toyland. An abandoned toy store, straight out of a horror flick. Great, this is where people die. The plush creature slips through a crack in the door, and it's like it's done 100 times. You, on the other hand, hesitate a bit before shoving the door open, because clearly self-preservation is not one of your strong suits. Inside, the air smells like dust and ash. The shelves are stacked with ancient toys. The air has a weird purple-blue aura. Then, something moves. Before you can even process the nope forming in your brain, 3 toys leap from the shelves and land in front of you with a dramatic clatter. Yikes, please help. Here, just take this medal. It will help you gain power. Spirits also are weak to light, so enchant your phone to be able to do a shine spell. You wanted to ask more from Scribble, but the toys are already attacking. Your medal is fully charged. Touch the medal and say this to activate its full power. I call your power Vishnu to change the world. Click the medal at the bottom. Okay, so we're going full on magical boy. I call your power Vishnu to change the world. It's my turn. Ooh, look, I transformed into a magical boy. Shine. Owie. Ouchies. I'd rather pick flowers. Okay, what are your abilities? It's my turn. Okay. Medal has been defeated. That's one. Beat tracker stats have increased by the symphony. Clasper stats have increased by the symphony. Okay. Oh, that did a lot of damage. All right, we got that one too. Ow! Meanie. Ouchies. I get the last blow. We've leveled up. We make a great team. We won. You stumble out of the old toy store, heart pounding like you just sprinted a marathon while being chased by possessed teddy bears. The evening air hits you like an emotional support ice pack. Cool, refreshing. You stare into the void, questioning everything. Your gaze drifts down to the shiny, strange metal that scribbled basically threw at you mid-battle. It glows faintly, like it knows something you don't. Just as you consider shaking it like a malfunctioning magic 8-ball, a voice oozing with theatrical flair calls out from the shadows. Oh, sweetie, look at you, all flustered and existential. Simply adorable. Out steps a man so flamboyant he could outshine a Broadway finale. His coat sways dramatically, his smile is suspiciously dazzling, and he moves like every moment is an entrance cue. Darling, you must be exhausted after your little adventure, but fear not, Mr. Peppermint is here to make everything perfectly, well, slightly less confusing. He straightens his back like he's about to deliver a TED Talk, coat flaring as if it had a life of its own. Oh my, what have we here? A medal from my dear little Scribble? My stars, how exciting. Like a tiny hyperactive gremlin, Scribble bounces into existence, eyes gleaming like he just won the plushie lottery. Oh, Scribble, my sweet bumblebee, get over here. Without hesitation, Mr. Peppermint scoops up Scribble in a kind of hug that suggests he may never let go. Always getting into mischief, aren't you, my little chaos goblin? Meanwhile, you just stand there, medal in hand, experiencing an existential crisis. Finally, Peppermint turns his attention back to you, eyes twinkling like a man who knows far too much and enjoys it immensely. That medal, darling, is a sign that Scribble has chosen you for something very special. You blink, still confused. Oh, don't give me that look. Welcome to the magical world, sweetie. The world beyond your mundane, boring grocery store running reality. And guess what? You've already had a little taste of it. Those living toys, just the appetizer. He waves dramatically at the haunted toy store, then dramatically at the medal. Everything Sorry, I got an alert. Everything about this man is unnecessarily dramatic. That medal is your key, a VIP pass, if you will. A backstage ticket to the grandest show of all, magic itself. But, fair warning, sugar plum, power comes with a price. And if you're willing to pay it, why not come and join me at Peppermint Academy? Oh, I saw that sparkle in your eyes. Yes, darling, a magical academy where we teach bright young souls such as yourself how to navigate the supernatural world without immediately getting eaten. He winks, Scribble wiggles excitedly in his arms. If you come with me, you'll learn about magic, your new powers, and maybe, just maybe, something about your destiny. So, what do you say, honey bun? What's the deal with this academy? Ah, curious one. Peppermint Academy is where humans, angels, and demons live, learn, and occasionally avoid blowing each other up. Yes, angels and demons are a thing. Different, yet eerily similar, like rival fashion designers. So the academy is in the other world? Not exactly. It's in a special in-between space. Think of it as a magical airport lounge. But with that snazzy metal, you can pop in whenever you like. Well, after it recharges, takes a few hours after each use. Teleportation is a perk, darling, but alas, you can only jump between the academy and this world. No spontaneous vaccinations to... Oh, not vaccinations. No spontaneous vacations to Pineapple Islands. All right, Cupcake, big decision time. What's it gonna be? I'll go with you. Fabulous choice. Pack your things. Oh wait, you don't need to. Let's go. With a confident nod, you hold the metal tighter, feeling its warmth as its magic is flowing through your body. The magical world awaits, and something tells you this is just the beginning. A flash of light surrounds you, and before you can even blink, the ground decides it's done being stable. It shifts beneath your feet, almost like it's showing off. The air gets warmer, like someone just lit a giant peppermint-scented candle, and a strange, tingling sense of magic fills the air. When your vision finally figures itself out, you realize you're no longer outside the toy store. You're standing in a grand hall that looks like it was designed by someone who really, really loves the color pink. The ceilings are so high they could give you neck cramps, and the marble floors could double as a runway for any self-respecting fashion show. Glowing chandeliers float around like they're showing off, casting a soft light that makes everything look like a fairy tale. Welcome, sweetie, to Peppermint Academy. Isn't it just divine? I mean, who doesn't want to study in a place that screams magical overload? Scribble bounces around like he's a regular here, probably because he is. Before you can absorb more of this pink wonderland, a voice cuts through the air like a knife at a dinner party. What are you doing here this late, Peppermint? You turn, and suddenly the temperature drops. A tall woman stands at the far end of the hall, oozing authority like an army commander. Dark horns curl from her head, and her crimson eyes could probably melt through steel. Her expression is colder than a snowstorm, but hey, she's probably just having a bad day. Oh, Zoya, darling, I just went for a little walk to Palmsky City. You know, the usual late-night adventure. A walk at night? And who is this? She eyes you like you're an unsolved math problem. Another student you brought in without proper, "Hi, here's the paperwork introduction." Yes, but this one is special, Zoya. This is our newest edition, Neptune. Scribble picked them out himself. So naturally, I couldn't resist. I see. Zoya's eyes narrow like she's trying to read a book written in ancient runes. That explains the medal. Hi? Zoe gives you a look that says you're failing the class. Are you sure he belongs here, Peppermint? Understand this. You are now part of something far larger than you can even imagine. I don't care if Scribble or Peppermint picked you. The Academy has rules. Break them, and I'll be the one who sets you straight. Oh. I am Zoya, co-founder of this delightful little institution. I handle discipline, structure, and making sure things don't devolve into chaos. Unlike Peppermint, I don't do messy. Oh, Zoya, darling, you're scaring the poor thing. We do run a tight ship, but there's plenty of room for fun, exploration, and, not suffocating under the rules. Scribble bounces up and down, his enthusiasm somehow making this less terrifying and more like a weird circus act. Fun has its place, but make no mistake, this academy exists to train and discipline magic users, not to throw a magic-themed party. That's where we make the perfect team, darling. You're all about the rules, structure, and the scary boss energy, and I'm the fun-loving, definitely not intimidating one. Together, we'll keep things running smoothly. Together, I feel like I'm doing all the actual work. Anyway, Neptune, darling, I like to have a quick chat with you in my office. Trust me, it's better than staying in this delightful hallway. Mr. Peppermint's office is a sight to behold. The walls are lined with shelves filled with mystical trinkets, glowing crystals, and vials of colorful potions. A large desk sits in the center, with papers scattered haphazardly across it. The air smells faintly of mint, but also something more ancient, something magical. Fabulous, right? Oh, sweetie, I know. I've got a good sense of decor. But we're not here for chit-chat, darling. He waves you a plush velvet chair in front of his desk and takes his own seat, adjusting his chair dramatically as always. Why did you bring me here? Ah, straight to business. I like that. Well, darling, I know you've been through quite the ordeal. The metal, the magical world, it's a lot to take in. But there's one more thing. He pulls out a deck of tarot cards from a drawer in his desk, shuffling them expertly. The cards seem to glow faintly as they pass through his fingers. You see, I've been reading the cards, and they told me something very interesting about you, about your past, and someone you've lost. Oh, yes, sweetie, someone very dear to you. You may not speak of it much, but I can see the weight of it on your soul. That person, they're still tethered to you, aren't they? Your heart skips a beat. How could he know? The memory of your deceased loved one floods your mind. I know, darling, I know. Loss is never easy, but I have the ability to help you if you're willing to listen. He lays 3 cards out on the table, face down. The atmosphere of the room shifts slightly, becoming heavier, more serious. Shall we see what the cards reveal? Why is my phone vibrating? I nod. With a flourish, Peppermint flips over the first card. Ah, the lovers. This represents your bond with your lost one. Strong, meaningful, perhaps even destined. He flips the second card, the Tower. Their sudden departure shook your world to its core. Nothing has felt right since, has it? And finally, he flips the third card and the room seems to darken slightly, the air becoming colder. Death. But darling, don't be afraid. In tarot, death means transformation, change, and in your case, a chance for something extraordinary. What if I told you that your loved one doesn't have to stay gone, that there is a way to bring them back? Your heart races. Could it be true? The possibility of seeing them again, of having them back in your life, it's almost too much to grasp. There's no way you can do that. Not on my own, darling, but with the right tools, the right magic, yes, it's possible. And as luck would have it, you already have a key part of that magic in your possession. He gestures toward the medal that Scribble gave you. Yes, sweetie, that medal belongs to someone very powerful. Someone who can help us with this little resurrection project. Mr. Peppermint waves his hand over the tarot cards, and the room fills with an otherworldly glow. The air shimmers and a figure begins to materialize before you. Meet Vishnu, darling, my faithful Jinn, and the original owner of that medal. Did someone call me? Floating before you is a regal-looking figure, his skin blue like the sea and glowing red eyes. His presence is commanding, yet serene. Vishnu is a bit snarky sometimes, but he has been with me for years. He's powerful, loyal, and has a knack for making dreams come true. What do you require of me, Master Peppermint? We're going to bring back someone very special to our dear friend here, but we'll need your help, Vishnu. Vishnu's eyes flicker toward you, studying you carefully. Resurrection is no simple task. It comes at a cost. Oh, we know that, sweetie, but our friend here is willing to do whatever it takes, aren't you, darling? What do I have to do? It's simple, really. I'm offering you a deal. You'll have to go through a trial and bring your loved one back to life. Sound fair? Oh. Oh, it's nothing too dangerous, darling. It's a competition of sorts. Yes, you will need to gather a team of students and win a tournament. The only catch is, you have to defeat your own brother in that tournament as well. And of course, he can't know that you have to defeat him. Oh, and also you have to stay here at the academy with us and help us out with some supernatural related matters, like all the other students do. But I don't want to hurt him. Oh, it's nothing serious, just a friendly battle. We're in the afterworld right now, so calling his spirit is easy, but to fully revive him, you have to do your end of the deal, got it? It's a choice only you can make. You could just say no, but think about it. You help me, I help you. Your loved one could be standing here, alive, before you know it. Plus, if you agree to help each other out, you'll be able to learn some magic too. Take your time to decide, darling. But don't take too long. Magic waits for no one. Fine, let's do this. A few minutes later, Peppermint and Vishnu have finished their preparations for the ritual. The room is dimly lit, with candles flickering against the dark walls. You stand at the center, feeling a mix of apprehension and hope, knowing what's about to happen. The imposing Jinn stands beside a large ritual circle drawn on the floor. The symbols glow faintly, and his presence fills the room with an ancient mystical energy. Are you certain about this? About this? Once we begin, there's no turning back. You look forward with determination in your eyes. Peppermint is next to you, his usual flamboyance tempered by the gravity of the situation. He rests a comforting hand on your shoulder. Darling, this is a rare opportunity, a gift, but also a responsibility. It will not be easy, but oh, I do love a good reunion. Vishnu steps into the circle, raising his hands. The air becomes thick with magic as he begins chanting in an ancient language. The symbols on the ground flare with light, pulsating with each word he speaks. At the end, Vishnu shifts to English. Spirits beyond, by the light of the cosmos, I call you back to this realm. Return to the one who seeks you. The ground trembles beneath you, and your heart races. Peppermint's grip on your shoulder tightens as the ritual intensifies. Here we go, sweetie. Stay strong. A faint outline begins to form in the center of the circle. At first, it's just a shadow, but soon it becomes clearer, taking on the shape of your brother. Your breath catches in your throat as you see them again, for the first time since they left. Vishnu finishes the chant, lowering his arms as the light in the room dims slightly. The ritual is complete, and your brother is standing before you. There they are, darling, back safe and sound. A reunion for the ages, if I do say so myself. Your brother stands before you, his familiar face looking as it did before everything happened. Only now he has an eerie blue glow around him. His eyes slowly open, confused but calm. Neptune, my brother, where am I? The bond between you and your brother the bond between you and the other one is strong, but be mindful there might be some side effects of the ritual. It's not without consequences. You rush forward to hug Saturn tightly. At least you would, but your bodies slide through each other. What's happened? Wait, am I a ghost? I don't remember anything. I just stepped out of the house and now I'm here. Yes, you are, but don't worry, your brother will soon resurrect you fully. You quickly explain to Saturn what has happened today. So, we're at a magical school now? I don't understand what's going on, but as long as you're here, I think everything will be fine. Peppermint clasps his hands together, watching the reunion with an improving smile. Such a touching moment, but now, darlings, remember our deal. Your brother is here because of a promise you made to me. Help me, and you two can stay together in the flesh. Speaking of that promise, remember those toys? Your first task will be to find out why they are there. But don't hurry, both of you need to come to classes tomorrow. You glance at Saturn, who looks back at you with uncertainty. The weight of the situation sinks in. You've gotten them back, but at what cost? Now, no need to worry about all that right this second. For now, enjoy your time together, and we'll work out the details soon. The world of magic has so much to offer after all. You should sleep. Well, ghosts don't sleep, but Neptune, you should. Spirit summonings are not easy on the spirit, and we need you fresh tomorrow. You nod, unsure what comes next, but knowing one thing for certain, you've got them back, and you'll do whatever it takes to keep them. I'm going to show you into your room. You step into the room. One side, you see a dresser and a desk. The other side, there's plenty of windows. The night sky looks different than at home. It feels cosmic. Before the window, there's a bed floating and a crystal glowing above it. This is it. Nice, right? The bed is enchanted with all sorts of magic, so you sleep better. I'm going to go and look around the building while you're sleeping. Don't look at me like that. I'll take care of myself. Good night to you. Soon you fall asleep. The morning sunlight fills the room and it's quiet until a soft rustling noise breaks the silence. Hey, hey, Neptune, wake up. Come on, sleepyhead, we don't want to be late for breakfast. You groan, eyes fluttering open, still groggy from the night's sleep. Oh, I'll wait outside until you get dressed. Beside the bed, your recently resurrected brother, Saturn, is standing, looking both amused and unsure. Neptune, you really sleep like a rock, don't you? You look at your brother and realize he isn't wearing the same clothes he did yesterday. Nice outfit, right? It's the Academy's uniform. Mr. Peppermint said you'd find yours in the dresser, and I think these are the colors I said were his favorite, so that's a neat touch. You nod and go to the bathroom to get ready. You got a separate bathroom opening from your room. It has a tub sunken in the floor with a ceiling shower. You brush your teeth, then drop your boxers. You put some of the shower gel looking stuff into the water. You take a quick bath. A stream of water erupts from the ceiling. It feels so nice. You could stay here forever, but you have things to do. You get out and put a towel around your waist. You then come back to the room and look into your dresser and look into the dressers of your room. Next to your street clothes, you see a set of elegant uniforms. You should put on the uniforms. Zoe will be mad if you appear in any other clothes. I'll put my uniform on. Ooh, so cute. I love the uniform. I love the colors. It's the colors I picked. You look great. The trio of you, Scribble and Saturn, arrive in the dining hall. First thing that hits you, the sheer racket, 1,000 chattering voices, all wrapped up in the glorious, mouth-watering scent of actual food. Turns out students from various worlds meant a chaotic mix. Living, dead, and whatever the hell that six-eyed thing was. All of them vying for their morning fix. You, being one of the blessed few with a stomach that actually functioned, piled your plate high. Eggs, ham, enough delicacies to make a lesser mortal not be able to move them. Oh, then you ate like a goddamn champion. Scribble, that perpetually cheerful plush, just sat there beaming. The kind of pure, unadulterated joy only a toy, utterly free of hunger pangs, could ever know. Saturn, on the other hand, he looked like he was about to have a full-blown existential crisis over a pancake. Don't forget to save room for dessert. Peppermint always says there's something magical about starting the day with something sweet. Honestly, to be a plush, no hunger, no heartburn, just pure unadulterated fabric bliss. What a life. Saturn's ghostly fingers, usually phasing right through solid objects, suddenly gripped a plate. Like, actually held the damn thing. His face lit up. A totally bewildered, holy ectoplasm kind of joy. Dude, I think I can actually eat. Hold on, if Saturn could eat, then you're only one with a working... Wait. Then you're only one with a working digestive system club just gained a very unexpected, very dead new member. Of course you can eat. This world is a middle ground between life and death. So everyone can here. Well, at least people with non-plush bodies. Oh, maybe being a ghost isn't so bad after all. He began shoveling what looked like a spectral waffle right into his ethereal gob. Well, 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 look what the night wind dragged in. A booming voice, smelling faintly of burnt sugar and something vaguely carnivorous, is just kinda echoed right through the hall. Then this towering hairy beast just kinda appeared over your table, seriously, radiating enough heat to toast marshmallows. Brown fur, pink flames doing a weird, aggressive dance on his head. Definitely not your average breakfast buddy. Haha, don't be afraid. I don't bite, unless you're the poorly cooked steak that escaped from the kitchen. I'm Momozan, the school chef, and your awesome teacher for Ignis magic, shield magic, and bestiology. Try not to spontaneously combust in my class, okay? So, did my culinary masterpieces meet your high standards? Yes, it's amazing. You're pretty sure you just hit peak food happiness. Good to hear. Now, unless you want detention on day one, I suggest you finish up. Class is starting soon, and trust me, we will meet again. With one last lingering stare that promised future food-related torture, he finally lumbered off. You checked your phone. Almost 9 o'clock. Oh, he's right. The lesson starts at 9. Scribble chirped, completely unaware of the near-death experience you just had. Dang it, now I'm just getting to the buffet groove. Guess we'll have to grab a to-go bag of spectral pastries. Guided by Scribble, you step into the classroom. It's dark, mysterious, exactly what you'd expect from Witchcraft 101. Flickering candles cast dancing shadows. The air hangs heavy with the smell of incense, or maybe it's just stale ancient magic. Shelves lined with ancient tomes stretch to the ceiling, probably full of spells for turning X's into newts, or just really bad poetry. In the center of the Zoom stands Zoya. She commands attention with her mere presence, or maybe it's the don't mess with me aura she radiates. Welcome to Witchcraft class. Please welcome our new students, Neptune and Saturn. The class collectively greets you two, a few suspicious glares, mostly just bored nods. This year you will learn about different witch tools on this class. Today's topic is one of the most fundamental tools in the witch's arsenal, grimoires, also known as the Book of Shadows. Her voice cuts through the room like a sharp blade or a very stern librarian. All the students are listening intently, or pretending to, hard to tell with this crowd. Zoya crosses her arms. She looks at everyone with her piercing gaze. You feel like she can see into your soul. A grimoire is not just any book. It is the heart of a witch's practice. It contains spells, rituals, notes, and personal experiences. It's a sacred text, unique to its owner. Zoya waves her hand. A large leather-bound grimoire floats in front of her. Suspended in the air by her magic, probably easier than carrying it. The book radiates an ancient power, or maybe just a faint whiff of an old parchment and forgotten regrets. Everyone's eyes are drawn to it, like moths to a very dusty magical flame. Each witchcraft practitioner creates their own book of shadows. Each witchcraft practitioner creates their own book of shadows, gathering knowledge over time. It can be passed down through generations or kept secret, guarded fiercely from prying eyes, because who wants their embarrassing first spells getting out? There are no strict rules to what to include in the book, but there are a few common elements found in many grimoires. These include spells, potions, ritual instructions, correspondences such as herbs, crystals. Zoya places the floating grimoire back onto her desk. It lands with a soft thud. She opens it, revealing intricately drawn symbols and text written in a beautiful flowing script. Makes your own handwriting look like a toddler's tantrum. Is that one yours, Mom? The boy looks younger than most people here and much kinder than his mom. Poor kid. Of course, Cage. I've kept it since I began practicing magic, and it holds everything I've learned from my first spell to my most complex rituals. Bet it has some truly epic do not disturb spells in there. One of the first entries you'll make in your own grimoire will likely be simple, a basic spell or ritual. But over time, as your magic grows, so will your book. Now, for your first assignment, begin your own grimoire. Start with something simple, a spell, a ritual, or even a note about today's class. But make it personal. This is your journey, and the grimoire will reflect that. Personal, right? So you can finally write down the spell for infinite pizza, or maybe just how much you hate Mondays. The class ends as Zoya dismisses everyone. The students leave. Some whispering about their future grimoires, already planning what to include in their personal magical texts. The students start spilling out of the classroom like a dam just broke. We have 15 minutes until the next lesson starts. Did you like it? It was great. I'm glad you liked it, but this is only the beginning. You nod. Beginning sounds ominous and tiring. A purple-haired boy and a horned girl from class approach you. Great, more social interaction. Just what you needed after a lecture on cursed books. Hey there, mortals. He says like he just invented condescension. Oh, I struggle with that word. Which, given his vibe, he probably did. I'm Ree, and this is my sister, Amy. You and Saturn greet him uncertainly. You have a bad feeling about this guy. You're not sure what it is, but you definitely wouldn't accept anything edible from him. So, are you on the angels or the demon side? Ah yes, the age-old question, right up there with paper or plastic. Hey brother, you can't ask that. Amy elbows him hard. You almost feel sorry for him. Almost. The purpose of this academy is unifying, not rivalry. Yeah, bullshit. He rolls his eyes. Clearly unity isn't his strong suit. So what do you guys think? He stares at you, waiting like your answer will determine the fate of the universe, or at least his opinion of you. I'm not choosing. Good answer. Amy gives you an approving nod, a rare beacon of sanity in this place. Ryu just, again, clearly neutrality is not his jam. So guys, I heard the birds chirping that you got the mission of the toy spirits. Birds chirping? Or was that just the sound of gossip spreading through the magical grapevine at light speed? What birds? Scribble bless his innocent heart. Doesn't matter, but I think you should use a disguise to blend in with the toys. Or let the Scribble handle it, since he already is a toy. You stare at Amy, then at Scribble, then back at Amy. Is she serious? Turning you into a toy? Or sending Scribble, the perpetually happy plush, into a den of angry spirits? This school just keeps getting weirder. No way, I can't do it alone. Scribble practically deflates. The thought of a solo spirit wrangling is clearly too much. In that case, bring me some toy parts and I can sew you something. You're not sure how you could fool anyone into thinking you're a toy, but you decide to just nod. We should go to the other classroom now. Scribble, ever the master of deflection, suddenly remembers class. Convenient. Meet you guys later. Amy waves, a mischievous glint in her eye. You're pretty sure you just signed up for a very strange fashion project. Hey guys, so that was all the time I had to record for today, but I just wanted to stop by and let you all know that Peppermint Academy is about to launch a crowdfunding campaign over on gamefound.com. And it looks like it's going to launch 13 hours after I'm done editing this video. So by the time you guys see this video, the campaign may have already launched. I'll leave the link in the pinned comments below for you guys.
Flexing on a star so bright it glows. Oily arms gleam like Saturn's ring show. Strike a pose with the meteor in tow. Hunky heroes in the cosmic flow. Galaxy flex in the starlit haze. Pumping iron in the Milky Way. Craze planets spin while we hold our gaze. Muscle men shining in cosmic displays. Bounce off the chiseled chest. Asteroids cheer, they know who's best. Comets trail behind in glittery zest. In the galaxy gym, there's no time to rest. Black holes spin, they can't resist. Muscles ripple like a solar twist. Eclipses pause to watch the gist. Oily stars on the universe's list. Galaxy flex in the starlit haze. Pumping iron in the Milky Way. Craze planets spin while we hold our gaze. Muscle men shining in cosmic displays. Cosmic displays.